time to learn about the Iran hostage crisis.
November 4th, 1979, a group of Iranian students stormed the U.S. Embassy in Tehran. 60 American hostages were taken during this event. The reasons behind this are the Shah, a pro-Western autocrat who had been exiled from his country months before, and he came to the U.S. for cancer treatment. Now this is a big role that took place. The Shah was not a good man. He spent all his money on the military in Iran. No one really liked that. It was not popular there. So he was exiled and fled away for a couple months, and then finally came to the U.S. because he needed cancer treatment. But he needed to get approved by Jimmy Carter, the president at this time. Jimmy Carter let him in to the U.S. for cancer treatment. This actually caused a lot of problems throughout the world. The leader of the anti-American hostage crisis that took place was very mad with the whole Shah exiled, spending all the money on the military. And his name was Cleric Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini. I'm sorry I butchered that name. You gotta bear with me here. The Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, the one who entered the U.S. for medical treatment, and Jimmy Carter let him through. This crisis ruined Carter's presidency once he let him in. The Shah, who was basically a dictator, used the SAVAK as his secret police, and all dictators usually have secret polices. Just how it goes. After this, Carter gave military aid to Iran after the return of the Shah. Once the prime minister that took over for the Shah, once the Shah was exiled, the prime minister named Mohammad Mossadegh came in, took role of the government in Iran. After the Shah returned, Carter gave military aid to Iran again. He returned from his own exile, so on, so on.
Throughout the Iran hostage crisis, there were many events that had gone on. First, the executive order went into place, and that was placed 10 days after the U.S. citizens were captured from the embassy. President Carter was the one that issued the executive order. The executive order made American people more united than ever. There were daily updates given by TV to all the citizens in the United States. President Carter applied economic and diplomatic pressure on Iran. It ended oil imports with them. Community was very supportive. They sent Christmas cards, birthday cards, etc. to the hostages in Iran. Second, the Canadian embassy helped rescue 6 Americans on January 27th, 1980. A few more things. Operation Eagle Claw. Ayatollah Khomeini announces conditions for release of the hostages. There were the first aircraft test flights throughout the operation to get them.
Throughout this process, there were many attempts at rescuing the hostages. The first one was Operation Eagle Claw. It started by sending out 2 helicopters, but it didn't end up very well when the 2 helicopters crashed on takeoff, and Iran ended up with footage of the burning helicopters, and they sent it out to all their news and all their publicists and had a National Anti-American Day. And then throughout the next couple months, they tried and tried, but the only mission that was successful was through Canada, and they managed to rescue 8 hostages. And then when it all came down to it, it was really Reagan's inauguration that saved it.
We good? So I hope you enjoyed our project about the Iran hostage crisis.
Pretty interesting, eh?
Very interesting.
Ronald Reagan was the savior of the 60-plus hostages that were taken in 1979, November 4th. Jimmy Carter was
not the man.
Not the man for the job.
Not the man to be at the time.
Let the Shah in for cancer treatment.
Yeah, he put the Shah in, and it just wasn't good. It wasn't what the Iranian people wanted.
But Reagan's the dude.
Reagan, once he was inaugurated, hours after, hostages were released, man.
My man.
Saving the day.
All right, so rate, comment, and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed.
Thank you.
Shouts out to you.